Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Monday, September 17th, 2012. This is Texas TV News from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas. I'm Jordan Simons. In today's headlines, a Heiko woman finds a stranger in her house. Campus fraternities are recruiting new members this week. Family weekend begins Friday. 14-year-old boy dies in car crash. A Good Samaritan helps an Ohio man for the second time in 8 years. A secret hearing is held for police chief in China, as well as today's weather and sports. Now today's top story. The Stephenville Empire Tribune reports that a Heiko woman was in for a surprise Friday afternoon when she came home for lunch and found a man sleeping in her son's bed. She immediately called 911. The police found the man in the neighbor's yard. Police claim the 26-year-old man was extremely intoxicated and thought he was in his own house. On campus, Tarleton.edu reports that fraternity recruitment starts at 6 p.m. today for Interfraternity Council in the Tarleton Student Center ballrooms. Potential new members will receive an introduction to Greek life and receive a background on all 6 IFC fraternities. Tomorrow in the ballrooms at 6 p.m., potential new members will learn in more detail about each fraternity's expectations, values, opportunities offered, and the detailed schedule of events to follow. Also on campus this week, Family Weekend starts Friday and runs through Sunday. Check-ins will be Friday at the Thompson Student Center and on the dining hall patio on Saturday, both beginning at 8 a.m. During the day, families will have the opportunity to shadow students to class and take a campus tour. There will also be a list of scheduled events that include food and entertainment throughout the weekend. The day will end in Texas Alley tailgating at 4 p.m. with a Texas football game against Eastern New Mexico, following at 7 p.m. at the Memorial Stadium. Now today's Texas, national, and international news from the Associated Press. In Texas news, the Associated Press reports that a 14-year-old Austin area boy is dead. 5 other people were hurt in a weekend one-vehicle traffic wreck in Palmer County, about 85 miles northwest of Lubbock. Department of Public Safety troopers say Jordan Sims of Round Rock was ejected from an SUV when the driver apparently began falling asleep Saturday morning, drove into the median of the U.S. Highway 70, and lost control when trying to recover. The vehicle rolled over several times before winding up on its top. The driver was treated at Muleshoe Medical Center and was released. The 4 other passengers were hospitalized in stable condition. Police tell the Amarillo Globe-News Sim was the only person in the vehicle not wearing a seatbelt. In national news, the AP reports that an Ohio man is thankful for the intervention of a Good Samaritan, the same one who helped him once before 8 years ago. Gerald Gronwinski had a flat tire east of Cleveland recently when another man, Christopher Minacci, stopped to help him. During the encounter, Gronwinski began talking about another stranger who had helped him 8 years earlier pull out a hook that was stuck in his hand while he was fishing. They figured out that Nowinski was the same man. Gronwinski tells the Cleveland Plan dealer that he feels it's now his job to help someone else. Gronwinski offered to take Minacci fishing, but Minacci says that considering the bad luck Gronwinski has had fishing, they should do bowling instead. In international news, the AP reports that the trial is underway in Chengdu, China, for the former Chinese police chief at the center of the country's worst political scandal in decades. The courts unexpectedly changed a closed-door hearing Monday, a day earlier than publicly announced. Authorities justified the closed proceeding by saying the state secrets were being discussed in the trial of Wong Li-jun, who is charged with defection, abuse of power, and other crimes. On Tuesday, the hearing is expected to go over all allegations of bribe-taking and other charges. The trial was the latest wrinkle in a bizarre month-long scandal that started when Wong fled to the U.S. consulate in February and divulgated the murder of a British businessman in sports. TarletonSports.com reports that for the first time since 1998 season, the Tarleton Texans have started their conference schedule with a perfect 2-0 start. After sweeping Cameron at Wisdom Gym Saturday and pushing their current win streak to 5, Saturday's win also marked the 4th straight sweep for the Texans, which hasn't been done since Tarleton swept 5 straight matches in the 2008 season. Covell led the team with 13 kills, while Baker led the team in hitting percentage with 3 kills and no errors on 7 attempts. McNorton added 9 kills of her own. Baker led the team with 38 assists, while Emily Clayton and Kelsey Racklin cracked double figures in digs. The Texans will be on the road this week with Tuesday match at Angelo State and Friday match at Abilene Christian. Both matches are slated to start at 7 p.m. In weather, today's forecast calls for a high of 84 degrees and a low of 63 degrees, with a 13% chance of precipitation. Today's broadcasts were produced by Keanu Perez, Ryan Mishu, and Becca Escobar. You can also follow us on ustream.tv/user/Texan News Service. Don't forget to tell your friends about us and become a fan of Texas TV News on Facebook. I'm Jordan Simons. Tune in tomorrow for the latest news from Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas.